In this video, I'm going to look at positive and zero powers. Other words for powers are exponent or exponents and index for singular or indices for plural. So when we're looking at powers, each number that is expressed like this has a base, which is the large number, and that's the number I'm multiplying by, the number I multiply by. And it also has a smaller number in the top right hand corner called the power, and that's how many times I multiply by this number. So I'm going to look at a few powers today. I'm starting with the powers of 2 and then moving on to the powers of 3 just for comparison. So if I start with a unit 1 and I multiply it by 2 once, that's what this is telling me to do, I have 2. If I take my unit and multiply it by 2 twice, so 1 times 2 times 2, well, I already have 1 times 2 here, I know that's 2, so I just multiply by 2 and get 4. 2 to the power of 3, well, I already know what 2 to the power of 2 is, which is 4. I just multiply by 2 again and get 8. 2 to the power of 4, I've already calculated 2 to the power of 3, so I can multiply that by 2 again and have 2 to the power of, and have 16, 2 to the power of 4. So powers of 2 are really easy to calculate, that's why they're very common in exams, and they can go up to quite high powers and roots back down again. So say I wanted to calculate 2 to the power of 8 without having to go through all of the other powers beforehand. I can just use my fingers and double as I go along. So each finger denotes the power of 2 that I'm looking at. So I start with 2 to the power of 1, which is 2, and then I double each time. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. I have 8 fingers up, so 2 to the power of 8 is 256. Now I'm going to look at powers of 3. So I take my unit and multiply it by 3 once, then multiply that by 3 again, and that's 3 squared, or 3 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 3, or 3 cubed. I know what 3 to the 3 squared is, so I just need to multiply by 3 again to get 27, and then again I know what 27 is, I just need to multiply by 3 again to get 81. Now there's a trick with 3 to the power of 4, because you might recognize that number from your multiplication grid, but 3 times 3 is 9, so 3 to the power of 4 is 3 squared times 3 squared, which is 9 times 9, 81. Now, I haven't looked at powers of 0 yet, I left them till the end, so let's put those in here, because we're going backwards then with the power, we're reducing the power by 1 each time. So as we increase the power by 1, we multiply by 2. As we increase the power by 1 here, we multiply by 3, which is the base for this sequence. So here I start with 1 and I multiply by 2 0 times, so I don't multiply by 2, so the answer is 1. Here I start with 3 and I'm at 1, and I multiply by 3 0 times, so the answer is 1. So you'll notice that 1 is the answer for both of those, and in fact any base that you're working in, be it 2, base 2, base 3, base a half, base 1.7, the 2 to the power of 0 will always, the base to the power of 0 will always equal 1. And that's it.